Olá, boa noite. O Biribó, hoje com o vídeo 5 de Tex Murphy, Tesla Effect. Primeiramente, como eu posso ter falado errado sobre a Johnny Lockhart, que vai aparecer no nosso jogo agora com aproximadamente 90 anos de idade, o seriado em que ela trabalhou e que eu assisti na juventude foi Perdidos no Espaço, uma ficção científica de 1965 a 1968, baseado no clássico da literatura Os Robinsons Suíços, que, por sua vez, era baseado no náufrago mais famoso de todos, que não era o Tom Hanks, na época da literatura clássica Robinson Crusoe. Robinson Crusoe, família Robinson, inclusive nesse seriado de ficção científica, Perdidos no Espaço, a família principal é a família Robinson, que vai explorar o espaço e morar no espaço. Na extrema esquerda está o Major Don West, que era o piloto da nave. Com uniforme militar, o Dr. Zachary Smith, que nem era da missão, não era para ter ido, mas foi de surpresa porque estava sabotando a nave em nome dos russos para a missão não dar certo. Daí a família Robinson, o professor John Robinson, que era o cientista-chefe da expedição, a mulher dele, Maureen Robinson, que é a Johnny Lockhart, que vai aparecer no nosso jogo, a filha mais velha, Judge, a filha do meio, Penny, e o filho mais novo, Will. Além disso, o robô, que já apareceu no nosso jogo, caidaço na calçada ali, quando ele fez o comentário de que a vida não era fácil nem para esses antigos robôs. O Dr. Zachary Smith, apesar de vilão da história, sabotador da nave e sempre querendo estragar os planos de exploração para tentar que a nave volte à Terra, era um elemento cômico. Tentava fazer as coisas enganando que tinha grande conhecimento e que sabia do que estava fazendo, arrastando principalmente as crianças, porque os adultos já sabiam que ele era só um garganta, e o lema dele era nada tema, com Smith não há problema. E daí, quando dava confusão, ele fugia de medo e deixava as crianças enfrentando os perigos. O robô também era um elemento cômico, porque apesar de ser um computador com todo o conhecimento acumulado na face da Terra, fora do planeta Terra, dificilmente ele tinha solução para alguma coisa. Quando ia ter algo perigoso, ele balançava os braços, acendia as luzes e dizia: perigo, perigo, perigo. E quando alguém perguntava para ele algo sobre o que era perigoso ou como tinha que fazer, como a coisa era extraterrestre, o conhecimento dele não dava conta, né, do que era. E daí ele continuava balançando os braços e respondia: não tem registro, não tem registro. Porque ele tinha registro de todo o conhecimento da Terra. Mas fora da Terra, nada. Fica aí a apresentação correta, completa da Johnny Lockhart, Maureen Robinson e do seriado que ela participou e que eu assisti bastante, que era Perdidos no Espaço. Agora no nosso jogo, embora as coisas sigam confusas, sabemos que a amnésia do Tex tem algo a ver com experiências de apagamento de memória e com o uso de algum invento, ou alguns inventos, do cientista Nikola Tesla. Inclusive, como tudo no mundo tem uma ligação, Nikola Tesla foi investigado por um detetive particular, na época bem antiga, né, na época em que viveu o Nikola Tesla, e esse detetive particular ocupava o mesmo quarto do hotel que hoje é escritório e residência do Tex Murphy. A Taylor contou que no período em que ele não tem memória, ele até chorava no quarto por ouvir vozes à noite. As indicações para seguir agora o jogo são o retrato de Margaret, a June Lockhart, o nome J.T. Donnelly e o segundo apartamento que Tex usava quando apavorado pelas vozes que ouvia. Então nós temos que perguntar da foto em todo lugar aqui. E ver aqui no mapa, não temos ainda o endereço. A Taylor não nos deu o endereço. Aqui foi de onde a gente saiu e conversou com o Art Ellis e obteve a foto, né?
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing?
Pistola congelante não precisa mais.
Not a clue.
Só para ganhar ponto. Foto de Margaret Leonard.
Sorry, I don't know a lot of people, except the ones that come in here.
Então a Margaret não esteve aqui. Perguntar no Rook. Fechado.
Not again. You're gonna get me fired. Or worse. I remember her. Sweet little old lady. Used to see her around the neighborhood years ago. Don't remember the last time I saw her.
Conhece, mas faz muito tempo que não a vê. Rook fechado. Barbecue.
Still can't believe I'm working with the one and only Tex Murphy. What can I do for you, sir?
Margaret.
That's the witch. At least that's what I call her. A couple times I've seen this old lady sneaking around the neighborhood.
Também conhece, mas não sabe dar uma informação melhor.
I hope you don't mind, Mike. I've been telling folks in the neighborhood about your situation, just so they know it's the old Tex they're dealing with. Let me know what else I can do for you.
Sonhos de Tex e foto de Margaret Leonard. Sonhos.
I know you was having bad dreams way back when, but I didn't hear nothing else about him after, the thing with Chelsea happened.
Foto.
Oh, I know this little lady. Haven't seen her around in quite a while, but she used to come in pretty regular. And I think she lived at the Ritz, at least for a time. She and Chelsea were real friendly. Pretty sure her name wasn't Margaret Leonard, though. At least that ain't the name she told me.
Margaret Leonard era amiga da Chelsea e morava no Ritz.
If you were looking for me earlier, I wasn't here.
Detetive 101, contrário ao óbvio, lado positivo. Veja sempre o lado bom da vida.
Well, at least you're here more than Nilo used to be.
And I spend a lot less time in the can.
You recognize the woman in this photo?
Oh, nice. I think I saw her in a playbook from 1996. Is this your girlfriend?
Romance, Detetive 202, dar volta nas mesas. Romance, claro.
Not yet, but I'd like to take her out for dinner and drinks, and well, then we'd go from there.
I'm just kidding about this woman being your girlfriend. She's actually mine. No, I'm kidding again. This is Margaret Leonard. She's had a room here at the Ritz forever. She used to live here, but I haven't seen her in years. So she may not be here anymore, but she auto-pays her rent. So it's all good.
Any chance you can get me into her apartment?
Not a chance in hell. I let her install her own security system, just like you, except hers is a real one. I can't tell you which apartment it is, but you won't get in without a passcode or a personal invitation. Maybe I could try to help you with something else.
Pistola congelante.
Can't help you with that.
É só para ganhar ponto, pistola. Margaret Leonard. A foto eu já mostrei.
I'll bet she was something back in the day. Way back in the day.
Ela era mesmo muito bonita.
All I know about her is she's got a room here. I hardly ever see her, so I don't know when she's here and when she isn't.
E ele me deu o número? Não.
I wonder if anyone else on Chandler Avenue has seen Margaret Leonard.
O Art Ellis me disse que ela tinha alguma coisa. Ela foi herdeira, né? Ficou com alguma coisa do Tesla. Esse quarto aqui, então, que é o que tem código. E tem uma mão aqui.
Uh-oh. That doesn't look good.
Uma mão ensanguentada. Quarto 2C.
Yeah, needs a key. Yeah, needs a key. That's Chandler Avenue, the street I call home.
Amiga da Chelsea. Aqui nunca dá ação nenhuma.
Well, this is a flashy new neighbor. Sapphire, eh? That sounds like a fun new neighbor.
A mulher do Mason? Ah, agora abriu o Rooks aqui. Ele só estava esperando eu perguntar primeiro pro outro.
I've been thinking, Murphy, perhaps I should confide something to you.
Oh, this should be good.
You believe Maldonado is spying on you, but it could have been someone else.
Not Margaret Leonard by any chance.
How did you know?
Do the words P.I. mean anything to you?
Margaret may be in grave danger. I've tried to contact her, but to no avail.
Gosh, if only we knew someone with some detective skills. Do you know how to get into her apartment?
No, but she may have left a clue. Some time ago, she left this in my care. It's for you.
Tesla.
For me?
She wanted you to have it in case anything happened.
Margaret Leonard.
I met Margaret years ago. She was a woman of secrets.
Tesla.
I have an interest in Tesla collectibles, so yes, I've heard of it. And no, I don't know where you could find it.
Foto de Margaret Leonard.
I met Margaret years ago. She was a woman of secrets.
A mesma coisa que ele já tinha dito. Ele sempre fala isso. Vamos ver o livro do Tesla, então. Capítulo 2. A vida de Nikola Tesla. Um, 6, 3, 4, 1, 2, 9, 2, 3, 1, 1, 7. Eu tenho que usar os 4 números que faltam aqui? Por que eu comecei a clicar aqui só para perder pontos? Eu não tenho ideia de que números seriam. Somar tudo igual? Um e 2, 3 e 6, 9 e 3, 12. 4, 5, 7. Para 12 faltam 5. 9, 10, 12. 3, 9, 12. 9, 11, já até tem que ser mais. 9, 11, 14. 15. É 7, 10, aqui é 5, então. 4, 6, 7, 8. 9 para 15, 6. Como é que a Bá adivinhou que era 15? Eu chutei que era 15. Chave de Margaret Leonard.
Why would Margaret Leonard leave me a key?
Boa pergunta. Porque ela queria que você descobrisse as coisas. Você não é um grande inspetor? Pelas colunas dava para saber que era 15. Eu estava chutando. A Bá tinha certeza. Ih. Cortaram a mulher aqui.
Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. That chair looks comfortable. Too comfortable. Was she blind when she picked these out? Oh, there's a flower for each month of the year.
Vai ter algum quebra-cabeça de flores aí? É aqui. Mas eu não tenho dica nenhuma ainda para fazer quebra-cabeça nenhum. Não abre?
It's a business card for someone named Count Saint Germain.
Cartão de negócio de Saint Germain.
It's a business card for someone named Count Saint Germain.
Alguém na rua fez negócios com ele, será? Então é mais uma coisa para perguntar para todo mundo.
Looks like Margaret Leonard had a video journal. I'll need to find a memory stick to use on the vid player to watch them.
Encontrar um USB. E aqui, pia. Que bom que a nossa pia veio, que bom que a nossa pia veio. Mas ele não faz comentário nenhum aqui na casa dela.
As I walk in the bathroom, I realize there's something wrong here. Something terribly wrong.
Dia 4. Margaret sem cabeça. Os suspeitos inusuais. Mas daí não iam contratar uma atriz conhecida para...
Well, I think I found Margaret Leonard. Well, most of her.
A não ser que ela tenha sido contratada só para filmar os vídeos. Que bom que a nossa pia veio. Nada para pegar? Ah, é como um relógio. 12 meses, 12 horas. Então é só eu ver o que são essas flores para saber onde elas marcam. Uma flor amarela, uma azul, uma branca e uma vermelha. Vermelha é rosa, né? Isso aqui é uma margarida. Uma margarida, uma rosa, mais uma flor amarela e uma flor azul. A flor azul é setembro, 9. A rosa é 6. Margarida, 4. E a flor amarela é 1 ou 7. Já esqueci tudo. Será que eu posso marcar cada uma e olhar de novo? A rosa é 6. A azul é 9. A branca é abril, 4. E agora a outra é só ir rodando até ela ficar certa. Deve ser 1, né?
It's a picture of someone named Mantis.
Foto de Mentos? E quem é Mentos?
It's a picture of someone named Mantis.
Margaret Leonard tem um paciente chamado Mentos que, segundo parece, se deteriora rapidamente. Ah, caçar pixel.
What's this? I wonder what Margaret kept on here.
Vamos ver o que ela guardava aqui.
The dream that Charles and I shared has become a nightmare. I wanted to believe, so it was easy to deceive myself, and to know that I have helped to bring it to pass is more than I can bear. I gave them everything, except for the key to it all. I must find the egg before they do. I have long suspected that Tex is a vital piece to the puzzle. His connection to Donnelly preceded the neural experiments. His coming to Chandler Avenue, a norm among mutants, to the Ritz, and even into Donnelly's same apartment. That was not coincidence. Was it fate, or something else that drew Tex here? It was right here all the time, under our noses. Tex has found the Tesla egg. Mason believes Tex is with us and will help us against the translator. But I have my suspicions. I think we need to get the egg away from him. I wish I had the courage to destroy the egg. I just can't let go of hope. With the egg gone, the threat would likely be eliminated, but so would the glorious future we envisioned. I want to try one more time, and until I know one way or the other, I'm entrusting the egg to the only person I know who would die to defend it. The one who prays.
I was working with Margaret Leonard and Mason Bowers in neural experiments? What's my connection with J.T. Donnelly and the egg found in my wall? Why would she steal it from me and entrust it to someone else? The one who prays.
Ovo. Por isso que quando passou no táxi com a Chelsea, pela propaganda Fabergé, ele disse que estava tendo um déjà vu. Que o ovo Fabergé é aquele... Claro que não é um ovo, né? Uma joia que a Fabergé fabricava e principalmente os russos. A família imperial russa comprava os ovos Fabergé, que eram joias, né? Pedras preciosas, ouro, muito metal precioso, muita pedra preciosa. E agora tem um ovo de Tesla que a Margaret está falando que, assim como podia ser a chave de todo o progresso,
Well, hello, boys.
Mr. Murphy, you need to come with us if you want to live.
Seriously? Just kidding. What was going on in there? You know the drill.
Why do so many people around you end up dead?
eu tento ser bonzinho, mas é que eu não consigo. Eu sou que nem a escoveta. Eu não vou atrás da confusão, mas ela sabe muito bem como me achar. É inevitável fazer uma defesa rápida ou insulto não. É inevitável. Eu até tento ser bonzinho.
Well, everybody dies, eventually.
But not all at once. Did you kill Margaret Leonard?
Claro que não. Espetáculo mágico, detetive 303, enfermo e torcido.
Oh, yeah. And what happened to her head? Let's see. Behind my ear, yes.
But we keep walking in on you with all these dead bodies. You must be the unluckiest guy in the world.
Suspeito habitual, nem ideia. Buscar motivo. Nem ideia.
Well, I don't know if I'm number one, but I'll tell you, I'm in the top 10. I'm also in the top 10 of the luckiest, but don't ask me why.
I don't care why, I just want to know who.
Wait a second, how do we even know it's Margaret Leonard? I mean, maybe that's why they took the head.
Yeah, that might have worked 100 years ago, but now we've got apps for that. We've already got a positive ID.
It's kind of fun, isn't it? I mean, kind of working together, bouncing ideas, sharing information. I mean, what if I said I had some information might help your investigation?
I'd say you were withholding evidence.
No, I said I might have something.
No, you said you had something that might help.
Yeah, oops. Look, Danwich, you seem like a stand-up guy, and I know you don't want any vigilantism, so I'll play it by the book. I think I have video that might have been shot by the guy who killed Margaret Leonard. I'm just gonna hand it to you and hope you'll cut me some slack.
It's on your smart, Alex? Let's have it.
The guy in the video's Mason Bowers.
And this is the guy you think was abducted. The problem is there's no evidence of anyone being abducted, so I can't investigate. My hands are tied.
Well, mine, as you see, are not.
I may have seen this guy before on some kind of surveillance video.
A surveillance video, you say?
The video could have shown you in your apartment talking to an elderly lady. There may have been another man there as well, a mutant of some kind, who might have jumped you. The elderly lady, in theory, could have appeared to have injected you when you were restrained. In the ensuing struggle, you might have been knocked out on the fire escape.
And when would Bowers have shown, hypothetically?
Right after you were knocked out, tore through the apartment in pursuit of the old lady.
So everything that I've told you matches up, and we're both looking for Mason Bowers.
Are you familiar with a program called VCT, Vehicle Compliance Tracking? All cars come with sensors that report when one is out of compliance. For example, when you have your right front headlight shot out, if you could access the VCT database, which is illegal and highly inadvisable, you would find a list of all vehicles with the right front headlight shot out. If you could provide more information on the vehicle, you can access an ID and an address from the registration.
Any chance this might have been the vehicle seen in the Maldonado surveillance video?
You solve this Bowers-Leonard case for me, I might even see what I could do about getting that case file for you. The one from 7 years ago.
Vamos perguntar mais então.
I know who Zach Williams is, and who his associates are. I'd advise you to keep your distance.
Foto de mulher.
Don't recognize the face. Sorry.
A foto de mulher é da Ariel, né? Ou a que diz ser Ariel. Foto de Margaret Leonard.
That's Margaret Leonard? I'll have to take your word for it.
Speeder suspeito.
A speeder with a broken headlight on the front passenger side? No idea what you're talking about.
Hipoteticamente.
As soon as I got back from the new San Francisco Police Department, I had an urgent message from Rook. It seems Rook had a soft spot for Margaret and wanted to bring her some justice. He told me he had another interested party in the Tesla cache, a Count Saint Germain, who was staying at the Golden Gate Hotel. Maybe he could divulge some answers.
Mais alguém para entrevistar.
One hears a great deal about Tex Murphy on Chandler Avenue. To what do I owe this pleasure?
Word is you're a big fan of Nikola Tesla, or at least his stuff.
Yes. Your local pawn shop has a remarkably extensive offering of Tesla paraphernalia. Certainly the largest cache I've found this side of Belgrade.
You mind if I ask what your interest is in Tesla?
I gather you're at least somewhat familiar with the story of the Tesla cache? I believe some of the items Rook has were part of the Tesla cache, but he refuses to divulge how he obtained them. I presume from Margaret Leonard, or some third party who got them from her.
Shocking. Rook normally would cut off his right arm if he thought somebody'd buy it.
I've spent many years searching for something. My hope is to find a clue as to its whereabouts in Tesla's letters or journals. But the trail has led me here. Tell me, Mr. Murphy, do you know the name J.T. Donnelly?
Yeah. I mean, I just heard about it, but he was a PI, and he lived around here back in the 1940s.
At the Ritz, in the very room in which you now live. an intriguing connection.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting and maybe a little weird, but it's not a connection.
But it's so much more than that. Back in Donnelly's time, there was a man known as the Sleeping Prophet, Edgar Casey. He made a compelling case for the belief that most of us have lived past lives.
You're losing me.
Come now. You've said on more than one occasion that you felt as if you'd been born a century too late. A man out of time, as it were. Tell me, do you have disturbingly realistic, vivid dreams of another era?
What? You know about my dreams? I must be getting incredibly broad-minded in my old age. So what are you saying? I was J.T. Donnelly in a former life?
We could explore that possibility, but first, have eggs ever appeared in your dreams?
Oh, I love eggs, of course. Poached, over easy, scrambled. I mean, they're certainly nature's wonder food.
There are affordable accommodations in better parts of the city. Something could have been drawing you specifically to the Ritz. Don't you agree?
Yeah, cheap rent. Could you maybe help me out with these memories? Help me interpret these dreams?
If you could find this egg, or even put me on its trail again, I have certain techniques, such as regression and channeling, that could help you recall past events. And, I should add, the egg is worth a fortune, which I would gladly pay.
We talk for a few minutes longer, but I tell him I need to get back to the case. This is way beyond my comprehension. Mystical eggs? Mind regression? Past lives? It's boggling. Margaret spoke of an egg being held by a religious fanatic who prays. Was it the Tesla egg I found in the wall at the Ritz? If so, it would have been there for over 100 years. Does it have some sort of channeling power from the person who possessed it? Well, Mason Bowers is still the key. I need data for the VCT so I can find out who kidnapped him. I better start asking around.
Time for some good old-fashioned detective work. You should talk to potential witnesses and see if they know anything about the suspicious vehicle involved with the abduction.
Boa ideia.
More questions? Why you gotta keep coming back with more questions?
Speeder.
Yeah, there was a speeder that took off right after the gunshots. Saw it in my rearview mirror. I got a thing for high-end speeders. This was a 48 Pandian. Sweet ride.
Já tem mais informação.
Of all the face-melting food joints in all the towns, in all the world, you walk into mine. Would if I could.
Hello, Murphy. How goes the investigation?
Conde Saint-Germain.
Interesting fellow. He was particularly interested in anything to do with Nikola Tesla. He mentioned that he stayed at the Golden Gate Hotel.
Isso eu já sei. Tesla cache.
Yes, I'm sure that Margaret's items came from the Tesla cache, though the pieces she gave me to sell weren't nearly as valuable as rumors would have you believe.
Tudo sem tradução, não dá pra saber. Margaret.
I'm quite certain she was on the run from someone or something. I took care of her as much as she'd let me. I'm very sad she's gone.
Será que aquele mutante que estava se desfazendo foi que a atacou? Speeder suspeito.
The speeder that flew away after the gunshots I heard? I'm not sure what type it was, but I did notice that the interior was very unusual. It was all white.
Tá, branco, já tem o modelo. O Clint era testemunha também ou não?
Wow, that is crazy what happened to Margaret Leonard. Is everything okay with you and the cops?
Yeah, cops would love to pin it on me, but I think it's all tied to a Mason Bowers who was abducted outside the Ritz a couple of nights ago. I'm just trying to find anybody who might have seen something.
Oh, well then you probably need to talk to Sapphire.
Sapphire? Sounds like some Greek oracle.
Well, I don't know if she's Greek or not, but she's definitely exotic looking. And she's one of your fellow tenants. Her door's decorated like a French nightmare, but it suits her business. So, if you hear any noises you can't identify, you might want to come back later. It's a damn shame what happened to that little lady. And I'm not crazy about what it did to her apartment either. Not a clue.
Ele não sabe do Speeder.
Hey, Tex. How's your case progressing? Due to my restrictive protocols, I can only confirm that Count Saint Germain is currently a guest at our hotel.
Não posso dar informação sobre ele. Só que ele está no hotel.
You're talking about the speeder I saw take off after the shooting? What I can tell you for certain is the last 2 digits on the license plate. They were the numbers 6 and 3.
Branco termina com 6 e 3. O modelo já me deram também. Já sei quase tudo.
You know, Murph, I think we make a great team. What can I do for you? That's the most recent photo of Margaret Leonard I could find. Like I said, she's been out of circulation for a while. She's dead? And she was living right here for years! How do you always find yourself right in the middle of everything? You have a gift, my friend.
Edgar Cayce? Quem é esse? Ninguém falou de Edgar Cayce. Conde Saint-Germain.
We were talking about some stuff. Tesla, Romanovs, Fabergé, that sort of thing. He sure seems to know a lot about everything.
Romanovs, a família real russa. Por isso que os russos brancos estão em contato com o Tex. Os russos brancos, em oposição aos russos vermelhos, que eram os comunistas, ficaram identificados com a monarquia, né? Então, os russos a favor da monarquia, o exército branco, ou os russos brancos, o movimento branco.
No.
Não sabe do Speeder. E do Edgar Cayce.
He'd go on into these weird trances and talk about past life stuff. You know, pretty intriguing until you get to where he starts going on about Atlantis.
Esse é o profeta louco. Falaram sim. Eu é que esqueci. E os doidos aqui dessa festa? Eles não voltam para me ajudar? Falta o Louis, né? E por que o Cayce só o Art Ellis que responde?
I think everybody's pretty happy that you're back to your old self. Except Rook. That ornery old cuss. No pleasing him, I guess. How are things going for you? Big guy? Talks like he should be on the radio. Yeah, he came in the other day. Didn't seem too impressed with my, cuisine. So this is the speeder you think took off after those gunshots and the abduction the other day. I do remember seeing a vehicle. I didn't get the license plate or nothing. I just saw it was one of them nice Pandians. The Bi-Turbo XL model.
I need to find a few more identifying features about the suspicious speeder.
Mas como? No hotel, aquele quarto que nunca dá. Sapphire. Ah, agora abre a porta. Boa,
Well, this is a nice surprise.
Surpreendido, felizmente. Sinceramente surpreendido. Surpreendido. Surpreendido e feliz.
Likewise, and may I say that the neighborhood has become more friendly and more beautiful than I remember.
Thanks, Tex. You know just what to say to please a lady.
Tá dando certo. Máquina não tão sincera. Vive no ginásio. Cavalo de galope. Vive no ginásio.
Wow, is that a home gym?
So, what brings New San Francisco's sexiest PI to my door? Business or pleasure?
Quem? Eu? No relógio? Ou de outra maneira?
Pleasure is my business.
How disappointing. Well, we could use that home gym in there to work off some stress. I'm sure you wouldn't mind a happy ending, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's all anybody wants, right? I mean, and they lived happily ever after, that kind of thing.
Fine. You don't want to scratch each other's backs. But what if I don't play ball? Can we still rough and tumble?
Well, Sapphire, don't make me twist your arm.
You can't make me talk.
We can do this the hard way or the easy way.
Excuse me? Are you threatening me? Because if you are, I'd love to see you try the hard way. I'm sorry, Tex. I got carried away. I didn't mean to hurt you. At least not like that. Do you forgive me?
Claro. Ponha no seu calendário, caído, mas não acabado, resignação.
Yeah, sure. Could you answer a few questions?
I'm all yours, Mr. Murphy.
Você está solteira? Não, ele não vai perguntar isso. Fale-me do Tex Murphy que você conhece, já que eu não te conheço. Ou não me lembro, né?
You're a tough guy who thinks he's above the law. What girl doesn't like to get a little turned on by that kind of man?
Abdução em Chandler.
First, I hear people running around up in your apartment. Then, this speeder lands outside. I hear some man yelling and screaming outside the Ritz. Then, he runs off with some other people chasing him. After a bit, he comes back, and I hear him outside my window. Sounds like he's talking to himself. Then, two other guys catch him, shove him into the speeder. Then, I hear gunshots, and the speeder takes off.
E eu fiz uma apresentação enorme da Johnny Lockhart e ela só apareceu num pedacinho de vídeo ali. Só que ela vai aparecer mais. Fale-me do Hotel Ritz.
It's not the nicest place in town, but you can't beat the price. It's a live and let live kind of place.
3 cards.
That's not my kind of store.
Taylor Lamintz.
What's she got that I don't? I can tell you one thing that I've got that she doesn't.
Louis.
Gets along with everybody. Makes great food.
Perda de memória.
I only met you a couple years ago, so I don't know what you were like before. But I like what I see now. It ain't just your ass that's bad.
Super simpática. Holly Graham.
So spunky. And I love spunk.
Mason Bowers.
That's the guy you think got abducted? I saw him around a few times coming to see you. I thought.
Carlos Maldonado, detetive particular.
That scumbag detective has been watching me for months.
Vídeo de vigilância do Maldonado.
He's been videotaping the Ritz?
Rook Garn.
Rook's one of my best customers. His tastes aren't as old-fashioned as you might think.
Zach Williams.
Runs the electronics shop, though he's hardly ever there.
Inspector Barnes Barbecue.
But that place will literally kill you.
Foto de mulher, Ariel.
No idea who that is.
Clint.
After Clint took over ownership of the Ritz from Nilo, things got a lot better. He even removed all the bugs and hidden cameras.
Pistola congelante.
Now, what would I know about that?
Foto de Margaret Leonard.
That sweet lady used to live here.
Speeder suspeito.
It looked black, or midnight blue at first, but when the light hit it just right, I could see that it was actually close to sapphire, which, of course, I would remember.
Well, I finally gather enough data to identify the kidnapped vehicle. It's registered to a company called Cezanne, and the location appears on my map.
Cezanne.
I check out Cezanne with smart, Alex, and find out it's some sort of doomsday cult recruiting candidates for a brave new world, and they believe this world will arrive soon. These boys take their schoolwork seriously.
Parece o palácio do Gabriel Knight, na Alemanha.
Force field blocking the entrance. I wonder if there's a mechanism around here that could turn it off. Well, there's some interesting symbols written on these pillars.
Será que eu tenho que deixar iguais? É isso? O lado de lá mexe. O de baixo, um V deitado e... esse daqui, né? Ih, tem barulho de lobo lá. Esse outro aqui, 3 dedos. Já está. Um olho. Não, é um pé. Isso. E por último, 011. Whistle, biddy-bop, biddy-bop, biddy-bop.
Unfortunately, I arrive at Cezanne and set off every alarm possible. I'm missing a token that would grant me entry inside. I head back to my office to devise a new strategy when I find a fax waiting for me. Someone's been watching over my shoulder, and it's not a comforting feeling.
Eu precisava de uma senha.
Oh boy, a fax. An anonymous informant wants to meet me at Coit Tower.
Informante anônimo.
Yep, this is a great idea. just waiting to meet some anonymous chap who still sends faxes. You know, he probably uses real bullets.
I think you need to be a little more trusting of people.
Tex, I'm plugged into the internet. The internet! And you want me to trust people?
A good point.
Eu tenho que subir? Será? Acho que sim, né? Tomara que ele grave automaticamente, que nem fez lá no cachorro.
Hello, mate.
Slade? How? What? Weren't you in...
Locked up in San Quentin till 2260? No, not me. Good behavior.
Trocou de roupa. Excético. Muita água rolou por baixo da ponte. Trocou de roupa.
Could we make this quick? I need to run home and change my underwear.
I guess that happens when you get to a certain age. That and losing your memory.
Envelhecido sem graça. Água debaixo da ponte ou fazer um acordo?
Yeah, well, we're all getting older.
Some more than others, I see. So what don't you remember?
Just the last 7 years.
So you don't remember everything after you and Chelsea got nicked? Chelsea's brother? The English woman, Juliet? Our little partnership?
Our partnership? Look, I know we just made up, but I think I'd rather lick toilets with my tongue than work with you.
Ah, but you did, Tex.
I did? Which one?
Work with me. And it paid a lot better than licking dunnies. How do you think you made all that money? These past few years have been, shall we say, mutually beneficial. But now it seems the same old Tex, the Boy Scout, is back. That's a problem.
You want to know what's wrong with the Boy Scouts? Not a darn thing.
So you've been helping us track down this precious little egg. First you say you got it, then you say Margaret Leonard stole it. Next thing I know, you turn up at Cezanne tripping security alarms like some clueless amateur. What the hell was that all about?
For your information, I set those alarms off on purpose, and I don't have to tell you why.
Always got to do everything the hard way, don't you, Tex? This'll get you into Cezanne. Hope you know what you're doing. I'll give you 24 hours to find that egg. And then I'm gonna come looking for you. And you know I'll find you.
Então é isso. Hoje vamos parando por aqui. O Exou Biribó, agradecendo a presença, o apoio, as dicas, a torcida, desejando boa noite, até amanhã. Por enquanto eu fui.